In an educational environment, you have limitations sometimes on what you have access to, which is why I wanted so much to get away from the trainers and do what we did in this room, because this is the real stuff, so that it's not a substitute for what they're gonna be doing, it's the real thing. My name's Jack Dincher. I'm an instructor of mechatronics at the Pennsylvania College of Technology. The physical design of the space started with just like, we walked around at PAC Expo in Philadelphia. I had ideas in my mind and I knew I wanted it to be real industry stuff, but it was a multi-phase process. We went out into industry all over the state of Pennsylvania, toured over a dozen facilities, saw what they were doing in the real world. How are we building mechatronics to make our students the most competitive in industry? I found Clyde, which is a really fancy candy machine from a company named CHL out of Souderton. Clyde is a mechatronics machine in a really tight package, so you can see bearings, robots, vision systems, conveyance, all of this mechatronic stuff in one little tight package. If people ask me like, what is mechatronics? I say industrial mechanic electrician with automation added in. Different people used to do each of those things, where now, as industry becomes more competitive and automation advances, the expectation is that you have a background in each of those things as an individual. There is no shortage of jobs in this industry, and the baby boomer group that were doing these jobs largely have retired for the most part, and their gap needs to be filled. This room was built because industry is after us to do this, and Dyco donated about $80,000 worth of conveyance equipment because they want students. They want them working on their equipment because we are the future. A lot of companies are looking, how is AI going to replace a job? We're looking at how are we already working with AI and how are we going to continue to do that in the future. I have a student that ended up getting partnered up with Dyco. He was instrumental in the success of this cobot. He was coming in on his free time because he loved it so much and working on it. Dyco snagged him as soon as they saw what he was doing, and he ended up using AI to rewrite all of their safety instructions and work instructions, and he created files for every machine. They loved it so much that they offered him full-time employment as a programmer. It's one of their more challenging roles to get. The physical design of the space was students. So they put everything from the brackets that are on the wall. They worked directly with Dyco Engineering to give CAD drawings and SolidWorks drawings, and they got to do real-world engineering with an actual engineer. That hands-on learning is what I think really sets Penn College apart from any other educational institution.